Okay, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and we are back. We are back with our weekly track roundups. I know all of you missed them, but they are back. They are here. We have a lot to get through, a lot of songs, some of which are kind of backdated a week or so because, it's been a while since we've been doing the weekly track roundup updates. We took a break because of the holidays and list week, but hey, we're here. So let's kick things off and just shout out the tour that I have coming up in May. We have tour dates right here over my head. Now they're in front of the poster. We have dates in Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. Again, coming up in May. If you want to get tickets, link down below in the description box. And also shout out to the very good, beautiful people over at SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that aggregates ticket prices from around the web to let you know whether or not the price that you're getting on a ticket that you're purchasing for your next concert, is it a good deal or is it a bad deal? You can get their in-app view from seat to see exactly where you're going to be sitting and use code DROP on your next order to get $20 off. Again, link and information down there in the description box. SeatGeek. All right. Let's get into the weekly track roundup. Want to also say our Amazon and Turntable Lab links are down there in the description too. If you want to treat yourself, we get a little bit of kickback from that Turntable Lab link. Want to also give a shout out to this new song from the 80s shoegaze outfit, The Telescopes. Austin wrote a nice, thoughtful blurb for their brand new song and music video over on the website. You can find that link below, along with a link to the brand new Krallis EP. The black metal and experimental metal outfit is back with a brand new, but kind of short and to the point, collection of tracks. All right, worst tracks this week. Only a few. Didn't want to ruin everyone's week back with the weekly track roundup with too many worst tracks. We have a brand new song from Hopsin, which is a name that I cannot say without getting a little bit of indigestion. Hopsin, if you may have missed it over the course of the holidays, because, you were engrossed in your family and all the goings on with, Christmas and all that, then there most likely is a God in your life. He dropped a little Christmas song over the holidays titled Hell's Carol. Avoid it at all costs. And unfortunately, I did not really dig the new collaborative cut from Gesaffelstein and The Weeknd, Lost in the Fire. Thought it was quite underwhelming. Thought very average vocals from Abel. Kind of a bit of a cute 80s throwback synth funky beat. Very nocturnal. The production was easily the best thing about it. But as far as the song and the vocals go, it was really kind of a letdown, unfortunately. And let's move on to the tracks that I thought were kind of meh, but we're not terrible. We're certainly worth your attention. You might like them a little bit more than me. Let's give them a shout out. First off, I want to give a shout out to this music project featuring the one and only Mr. Adam Neely, YouTuber and music theorist and bassist extraordinaire. The name of this project is Sungazer, and this new cut over here, which is titled Electro, is an interesting combination of some jazz fusion and a variety of different electronic music styles, just sort of blended in a very experimental and somewhat explosive manner. It's pretty fun to listen to. It's a pretty fun listen. Moving on from there, we have a new cut from Sleaford Mod's Kebab Spider, which is definitely a little more electro influence than I think a lot of their recent tracks have been. It's a fun listen too. Very wild, off-the-wall lyrics from the duo as usual, and still I do like their post-punky energy. Lana Del Rey has seen fit to drop a new, very long-winded, very syrupy ballad, but I didn't mind it. I just wish there was a bit more of a climax to it, but it's still kind of a nice cut. Hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have. Very pillowy, very sensual, like a good or usual Lana ballad should be. Moving on from there, new La Dispute cut. Footsteps at the Pond. I wasn't really all that blown away by this song, unfortunately. I feel like the track hits all the check boxes one would want hit for a usual La Dispute track, but I feel like it doesn't really go above and beyond enough to really kind of wow me or anything. Maybe it's a little bit more melodic and harmonious than some of the cuts off of their last couple of records. But outside of that, I didn't really find it to be all that thrilling. Maybe it's kind of a slow burner. Maybe it's a track I just need more time with on their new full-length album, which is going to be dropping this year. So looking forward to that. Moving on from there, a new Kehlani cut featuring Ty Dolla $ign. It's a pretty slick, smooth, catchy commercial R&B banger with a lot of goodness to it. I think they have some good vocal chemistry on here. They definitely sound good paired up on this cut, and it's very well produced as well. Not one of my favorite songs, I think going to be this year, but it's still a likable cut. It's still decent. Moving on from there, Integrity has a brand new cut and a record on the way. This one has a bit of a very heavy, grimy, gross, disgusting, distorted, but triumphant feel to it. Almost feels like Integrity is continuing to play with some of those heavy metal influences that have turned up on their stuff as of late. I like how much this metalcore outfit is sort of proving to be so primal and so visceral, but also pretty versatile as well. And I didn't say the name of that cut. All Death Is Mine is the name of that cut over there. Girlpool has a brand new cut out, easily the most low-key song of all of the tracks that have been teasing toward their new full-length album. And it's not bad. It's pretty low-key, chill ballad, very, very sad, tugs on the heartstrings and that sort of thing. Future has a brand new cut, Jumpin' on a Jet, and also has dropped this little documentary, which is streaming, at least I've seen on Apple Music. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it or anything like that. But if you're a Future fan, you probably won't want to miss this cut, even if it does sound like much of what Future usually does, maybe with a bit more punch. And he's really kind of going in on the vocals a little bit, really going above the top. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Moving on from there, Elohim, who is a pop artist who has been at it for a little while, and just now getting to her stuff with a recommendation over social media from a few people on this new cut over here. It's titled Buckets, and it's really insane. It's like a mix of art pop and some trap and some really shouty, in-your-face, post-punky, almost like Alice Glass, Crystal Castles shit is mixed in there, and maybe a touch of MIA as well. I've heard her past stuff, which is way more electronic and ambient music influenced. This sort of seems like a whole new direction for her, kind of like she's reinventing herself a little bit. Certainly the boldest thing I've ever heard from her, so maybe that's enough to give it a try. Can't say a super strong, definitive personality came out of it or anything, but she's really kind of like spilling a lot of blood on this track, and I admire that. Moving on from there, Deerhunter has yet another song out, teasing toward their new full-length LP. Plains is the title of this new cut, and it certainly does sound plain, sadly, kind of peppy and feel-good indie pop with a sunny vibe to it without much in the way of a lot of quality songwriting and sound experimentation. The stuff that has really kind of made Deerhunter's greatest records as great as they are. I feel like the more we get away from that golden era that they had in the 2000s, the less the band seems to understand what exactly their appeal is or what exactly they do so well. So I don't know, just sounds kind of bland for a Deerhunter single, sadly. MAH, or Mad as Hell, new cut from the Chemical Brothers. It is a hard, punchy, aggressive mix of electro and acid house. Honestly, the Mad as Hell refrain of the track is a little obnoxious. As well are the squelchy bass licks on the track, although, I do care for some acid house, but I can't say this is going to be one of my favorite acid house songs, to be quite honest. Moving on from there, Beirut has come through with a brand new cut. It's titled Landslide. It is very tense, but honestly, it's probably one of the better songs to be released from Zach Condon's project, new album out this year. Keep an ear out. And Adia Victoria, A Different Kind of Love is the name of this new single over here. She's a kind of an interesting singer-songwriter figure with a mix of like goth rock and blues in her style. It's very dramatic and there's a lot of atmosphere around it, and it's quite nice. It's quite tasteful. Certainly someone to look out for, I guess, over the next few weeks. And she has a nice little NPR Tiny Desk concert out if you guys have not seen or heard of that, if you want to kind of get more familiar with what exactly she's doing. So yeah, keep an eye and keep an ear out. Adia Victoria. All right, let's move on to the best tracks. First off, we have Teyana Taylor, who actually came out with a remix of the song with Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah. The Ghostface Killah verse on it is great. There's a little music video attached to it as well. It's very cute. It's very endearing. I actually wish this is how the song originally was. Yeah, I mean, it just sort of makes me wonder whether or not, like, the whole project she dropped was kind of rushed because of, you know, Kanye's influence over it and everything. And maybe if she had more time to work on it and more connections to sort of bring people onto it, it would have been like a much bigger, much more fulfilling record. Because it certainly did have potential, but, you know, it just didn't really go far enough to really kind of stand out outside of a few pretty catchy tracks that made some, you know, pretty prominent placements on some playlists over the summer. But nice to see that this song has come back with, you know, a tasteful and a very good remix. Moving on from there, Sylvan LaCue has a brand new music video out, which I enjoyed quite a bit, for this cut over here titled Love and Sacrifice, a track that's at least new to me, and did like it quite a bit. There was something kind of sweet and uplifting about his sung vocals on the chorus that almost reminded me of like a Linkin Park track. Keep looking out for this kid. He's a young rapper with a lot of potential, and he's coming out with some good stuff, and I'm slowly warming up to him. Wasn't really super impressed when I first heard the dude, but he's really starting to grow on me a little bit. I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. Moving on from there, Slayyyter with 3 Y's, Slayyyter alone is the name of her new single over here. She has a few tracks out already. She's a bit of a weird social media musician that has odd, hot pink cover art and lots of, it's like, I don't know, dark, grainy, sultry social media pictures are kind of like her aesthetic, and like this teenage girl obsession with like 2000s era pop artists and pop music. Like there's very much a huge Britney Spears influence on this cut over here, but there's something really weird and experimental and glitchy about it. Like if you could take Britney Spears' biggest hits of the 2000s or like a big Christina Aguilera hit and just like screw it up and glitch it up and make it kind of aggressive and strange and freaky and just wet as hell. Then you would get like a Slayyyter song, essentially. And I do kind of like what her and a lot of other up-and-coming pop artists in the underground are doing right now, you know, kind of experimenting with those pop diva sounds of the aughts, whether it be her or Rina Sawayama or some people in the PC music camp or Charlie XCX. I do kind of like this new wave of experimenting with a lot of these older pop sounds and getting something cool and interesting out of it. Moving on from there, Sharon Van Etten has a new record out on the way very soon. It's dropping this month. 17 is the name of her new song and music video. It's great. Loving the bold steps and sounds that she is approaching on this new record. I think this is going to be her most diverse and fun album that she's ever put out, so I'm really looking forward to hearing the whole thing and reviewing it. Pissgrave has a brand new, completely disgusting and putrid and vile new song out from their new full-length album coming out soon, Posthumous Humiliation. This over here next to my head, it is not the album art. This is just kind of like a weird little single picture. The album art is very gory and horrifying. Do not look at it unless you have the stomach for it. But the new song over here is titled Euthanasia, and it is as gross and as stomach-churning as I want a Pissgrave song to be. So if you want to listen to the grossest, nastiest, most disgusting death metal you're probably going to hear this week, give it a shot. Song 31, a track that I did a little track review for over on the Fantano channel. This new track from freaking Noname is quite nice. Definitely one of her faster tracks as far as rap flows go, and it's very nice as far as, I guess, like just a little check-in past the incredible success of her latest full-length album, Room 25. And Lizzo Juice, brand new single from this lovely lady who had a great track on my best songs of 2018 list. And this new cut over here will most likely be on my next greatest singles of the year list because this song is fucking killer. It is a peppy, dancey, great piece of pop and synth funk with some motivational, inspirational lyrics, a great energy to it. I just kind of love the charisma that just she oozes throughout the track, and the music video is incredible. So loving the Lizzo juice. And, Ibibio Sound Machine. They have a new record coming out soon and a new single over here. Their usual mix of pop and funk and electro and Afrobeat music is all kind of here on this new cut. It's got a bit of like a weird throwback, almost like awkward, I don't know, underground disco vibe to it that I thought was kind of cool. The name of the new cut over here, which I don't want you guys to miss, is Tell Me, Doko Mine. And moving on from there, Squidward Knows is the name of the new cut from CupcakKe, which is very raunchy, very sexual, very nasty, very tongue-in-cheek, very tongue-in-mouth, very tongue-in-butt. The tongue's in everything. You're talking about a CupcakKe song, and it's got almost like a reggaeton kind of vibe to the percussion. The bars that she drops on this track are gut-bustingly hilarious. Yeah, more SpongeBob references, please. More SpongeBob references. And want to shout out Chong the Nomad, who is a fantastic little producer. This song is older, but still, it's new to me. It's new to a lot of different people. So I gave her a shout out in my recent Reviewing Your Music segment on the Fantano channel. People took to it. I loved it. I think the mix of glitch hop and underground, kind of cutesy, weirdo indie pop on this track, it's a really interesting fusion of sounds. And there's not really anything I don't love about this track, from the strange little vocal harmonies to the really intense harmonized arpeggios. It's a really creative little cut with a lot of phases to it, and shout out to her for being a really kind of creative, unsung producer for so long, and now she's finally getting the attention she deserves. So that has been our weekly track roundup, everybody. One more time, I want to give a shout out quickly to the tour that I have coming up. The tour, remember the link for that, for all those tickets, either general admission or VIP, it's down there in the description. So the tour and the Amazon link, the Turntable Lab link, and the good people over at SeatGeek for continuing to sponsor my channel and sponsor this segment. And once more, if I didn't already say, and you guys don't already know, all the songs that I talked about, they're all linked down there in the description box. So don't miss out on any of these tracks, especially the ones that I thought were nice. And I will see you guys in the next one. Anthony Fantano, Weekly Track Roundup, forever